Hi, I'm Heyzeus. This video is going to look at some skins that I recommend investing in during the end half of 2018, stuff that I think will have gone up in price by the end of January or February next year, and that you can make a nice little profit on. This is kind of a follow-up to a previous video I did. I'll link it in the description if you want some more context on why I think investing in these skins is a good idea, although I'll try and do a decent job explaining it in this video as well. Just to be clear, I recommend that if you're going to buy in, you need to do it before the end of November, and preferably earlier. However, I think prices should still be fairly stable overall for the rest of the year, so it's no rush either. And then we're going to be selling this stuff during January or February, when prices hopefully go up. So the first skin I recommend is a factory new Desert Eagle Blaze. It's worth around $85 at the moment, so it's a high-end investment, and it should be worth, I think, around about $115 early next year. The next skin I recommend is the Onitaji non-stat track. You can really buy them in factory new, field tested, or minimal wear condition here, but the ones I'm going to be buying are factory new and field tested. I've got 3 factory new Onitajis and 3 field tested Onitajis. The factory new ones are worth about $60 at the moment. They should go up to about $80 early next year, and the field tested ones are about $31 at the moment, and I'm hoping they'll go up to about $43 early next year. I also recommend the USPS Orion non-stat track in the factory new or minimal wear condition. The factory new ones are about $9.50 at the moment, and I think they'll probably have gone up to about $13 or $14 early next year. And the minimal wear ones are about $7 each at the moment, and they should go up to about $11 early next year. Another skin I'm recommending is the field tested AWP Breadline. They're around $9 at the moment, but they should be more like $13 early next year. You can also go for the minimal wear AWP Boom non-stat track. The stat track ones are really expensive. They're about $19 at the moment, but they should get to around $28 early next year. The factory new AWP Graphite is also another good skin. You can get them for as little as $32 at the moment, but hopefully by January or February early next year, they should be selling for about $48 to $50. And the minimal wear AWP Electric Hive is another good option. You can buy them for as little as $9 at the moment, but they should be selling for something more like $14 or $15 by January next year, so they're potentially quite a good investment as well. By the way, if you're noticing that a lot of these weapons are AWPs, it's not a coincidence. AWPs generally are the most demanded type of skin, so they tend to do quite well. To elaborate on why I've picked these particular skins, I outlined my strategy in that video I released a few weeks ago. Essentially, I'm expecting a lot of skins to pick up in price around the end of the year. For the last couple of years, Christmas through to February has been a boom period for the game. I'm expecting that trend to continue this year as well. On top of that, since skin prices are down at the moment after the trade hold was introduced and Valve performed a visceral finisher on OP skins, it should be a good time to buy in cheap to try and maximize your profit. As a result, it's not too hard to spot skins that are good investments. You just need to make sure they're ticking a couple of boxes. First of all, you want older skins, stuff from older cases that isn't being unboxed very much anymore. So stuff like the Huntsman case, the Winter Offensive case, the Bravo case. The reason for this is that we don't want the price of the skins dropping because more and more skins are flooding the market. Secondly, you want skins that sell in reasonably high volumes, just so it's easier to buy in and cash out. If it ticks both those boxes, all we have to do is look at their price history on Steam. So let's do that with the Boom, for example. We'll just put it on lifetime price history. As you can see, we can pick them up for less than $19 at the moment with a buy order, but they peaked in January at $29. So if we do some quick maths, let's say they don't quite get back to $29 in January next year, but let's say we can sell them for $27. So after Steam tax, that would be $23.50, and we get a $4.50 profit. So around about a 25% profit. Similarly, if we do the same thing with the factory new Orion, so we can get them for $9.50 with a buy order. In January, they were more like $15, so let's say they go back to $14 next January. After Steam tax, we'll be getting $12 for them, so it's a $2.50 profit. Once again, that's around about a 25% profit. So all the prices that have been showing so far are all based around the same method. I look at how much you can get them for the buy order at the moment. I look at what they were like in January, take a couple of dollars off that, and that's my estimated future price. Now, it's also important to understand what the best ways to buy your items are as well, because making sure you invest at the best possible price is essential to maximizing the amount of money that you make. And more to the point, never ever buy items directly off the Steam market. You will always pay more than you should. It will always leave you making less money than you should. Instead, if you're going to buy items on the Steam market, you should always be using buy orders. You'll get the best prices that way, and time is on your side. You can just be patient and wait for the buy orders to come in. However, if you have tradable skins around, I highly recommend using some third-party site, whether it's a trading site like CS Money or a cash-out site like BitSkins. Obviously, getting tradable skins can be quite annoying, but if you do have them, it's often vastly superior to using the Steam market, simply because there's a lower sales tax. And this will vary from item to item, but often you will be better off, and I'll use CS Money to give you an example here. So, I'm looking to buy 5 factory new Orions, 5 minimal wear Orions, and 6 field-tested Redlines. And it just so happens that I've got this StatTrak factory new USPS Neo Noir that I can sell to get these skins. Now, if I was to list this on the Steam market, I'd list it for $150, and when it eventually sold, I'd get $130 in my account. So, I should be able to get the minimal wear Orions for $7.20 using buy orders, so let's say I get 5 of them. I can get the factory new Orions for $9.35 using buy orders, so I get 5 of them. And I can get the field tested AWP Redlines for $8.85 using buy orders, so I buy 6 of them. So if we add that all up, I'm out of money. Now, let's compare that to what happens if I use CS Money. To start with, I'm getting $147.50 for my factory new StatTrak USPS Neo Noir. Now, this on its own means nothing. What's going to matter is how much the items I'm getting from CS Money cost by comparison to the Steam market. And if we look at those, well, the factory new USPS Orions are $9.12, so they're less than I'd be paying with a buy order. And the minimal wear USPS Orions are $6.50, so they're also less than I'd be paying with a buy order. And the field tested AWP Redlines are $8.79, so that's also less than I'd be paying with a buy order. So if you give me a moment to fiddle around while I get all the items I want, as you can see, if I get this stuff off CS Money, not only can I afford it all, but I end up with $16.70 left over. Now, it isn't always going to work out like this. There will be instances where it may be better to use the Steam market. Always check the price of the skin you're depositing and the price of the skins that you're buying. But I just hope this shows that it is important to consider third-party sites because they don't have the same sales tax, and you may well end up with a better deal like I did here. And I did go through with this as well, though I think I went back and changed out a couple of the skins to get better flows, but this is my inventory on CS Money afterwards. Now, one final thing. What happens if my projections about these investments don't pan out? Because fundamentally, I'm relying on it being business as usual at Christmas this year, people playing the game more, spending more money on skins, etc, etc. And I could be wrong about that. While I don't think the game is mortally wounded, despite some of the popular narratives, I've discussed this in a lot of other videos, maybe the situation is worse than I thought, maybe the market won't go nuts this Christmas. Well, one of the reasons I've picked out the specific skins that I have is that these are all skins that should have relatively stable prices even while the game is in decline. They're older skins, they aren't really being unboxed anymore, and because they're lost to VAC bans and people leaving them in their accounts when they quit, the total number of these skins is generally going to go down. And since we're buying in when the prices are relatively low, even if the prices don't rise as much as I'm hoping, it's very unlikely that they'll fall either. So the chance of actually losing money isn't very high. Worst case scenario, you'll probably just get your money back. So barring something absolutely calamitous happening, this should be a fairly safe investment. As for what I've personally invested in, I've been investing in every single skin I've recommended in this video except for the graphite. Once it's all consolidated in my inventory, because I'm still buying a few things and there's some skins that are still on CS Money waiting to be withdrawn, I'll do another video showing it. It's about $700 worth of stuff all up. Even if you're just looking for a new play skin, why not go for one of the ones here? You can use it in-game, just the same, but it should work for you as an investment in the meantime. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. If you've got questions, leave them in the comments. I'll have more investment advice in the future, but that's it for today. I hope people find this video useful. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your gut. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.